Good morning, my friends. We've got a beautiful day ahead of us, I declare. Starting off the day today, opening up some of these coffee K-pods. Collected quite a few of these. These are all the rage these days. They're quite convenient. So if you use these at home, or maybe folks at the office use a bunch of these, and you can get your hands on them, well, I highly recommend that you get yourself one of these tools called Recycle a Cup. It makes really quick work out of removing the coffee and the filter from these little cups. There's a good amount of coffee in each one of these little K-cups, actually. This just allows you to recycle the entire K-cup, as well as collect that wonderful coffee that we can put into the garden, the worm bin. These little cups, when you remove the top, they have a little hole where they get punctured, where the coffee comes out from. And these make great little seedling cups as well. But you can make a tray of those if you don't just want to throw them into the recycle bin. I'm enjoying the pond this morning, hanging out next to my gomi berry shrub here. Got these wonderful ripe, saving the seeds, delicious little berries. And the wonderful thing about the gomi berry shrub, not only does it have those delicious berries in abundance, and it's an attractive plant to add into the landscape, but it fixes atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. So the roots of the plant have little root nodules, little nitrogen nodules that feed the plant and surrounding plants as well. Well, the main purpose of this video today was I just wanted to focus on a particular tip I've shared with you in the past on the channel, but for anyone who may have missed it, coffee is a great odor neutralizer, all natural. You can use it in the house. Once you've got the spent coffee grounds from your coffee maker or your K-cups here, you can just leave those open, exposed to the air, and it will absorb odors. So if you collect your grounds, maybe in a bowl or a jar or a cup, you can just leave them on the counter and they'll absorb the odors. You can put them in the fridge as well, or work like a baking soda does. But it's also very useful in the garden to keep smells down. One of my favorite garden fertilizers is fish emulsion, and it's a common complaint that this fish emulsion stinks. It doesn't bother me much, but it can attract some pests, curious wildlife or cats in the neighborhood, or if you have too much of it, perhaps even some flies. So I'm suggesting that after putting down some fish emulsion, or maybe burying some fish or sardines in your garden, that you sprinkle coffee grounds around the area. Help to neutralize the odors. Not only is it good at neutralizing odors, but coffee is wonderful for the garden. It's neutral in pH. I know a lot of people are under the impression that spent coffee grounds is acidic. That's not the case. Once you've run the water through the coffee ground, what you're left with is a neutral spent ground that is actually pretty high in nitrogen. It's also got a little bit of potassium and phosphorus as well. Worms love it, so there's a lot of benefits. So I like to collect a whole bunch of these K-cups and just sit down and do a session like this and get my coffee grounds out. You can see you've got the little lid with the top ring there, a little bit of foil. You can remove the foil and separate this into 3 pieces. Then you've got the little cup with the hole in the bottom, perfect little planting cup for smaller seeds. And it has this little plastic disc in there. So you can take that out if you want to use it for planting. But easy to do, so you don't have to feel guilty if you're using these K-cups. Also, if you're into worm farming and you've got a worm bin, throw your coffee grinds in the worm bin. The worms love it. They will convert it into black gold for your garden. Full of biology, beneficial microbes. If you all are interested in picking up one of these recycled cups or just learning more about it, I'll drop a link below the video. It's just a cool little tool to have. The brown little filter inside of these cups is completely compostable as well. You can just include them right there in the garden, or like I said, throw it into a worm bin. The sun's coming out. Feels good now, but it's going to be a hot one. We got a heat wave coming into the area. Last couple of days have been real hot as well. So getting out here early in the morning and then in the evening is going to be the best time. Mid-afternoon, not so much, although I do that too quite often, even when it's hot. Just love being out here. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I guess I'm going to let you go, so thanks for joining me this morning in the garden. Hope you got something out of this video. If so, I sure would appreciate if you smash that like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. New uploads coming out every week, sometimes every day, and I'm always updating you on everything growing on back here. And there's a lot growing this year. So with that, have yourself a good one. Until next time, this is Dan from plantabundance.com. Take care. I'll be talking to you again soon. Not bad for a few minutes of work.